building my dome. Concrete walls, yeah, it's my home. Stockpile stacked with rations tight. Prep for the dark, we'll light the fight. Forage the woods, take what I need. Off-grid living, no time for greed. Barter goods in the shadow shade. Tactical steps in plans I've laid. Back to the bunker where the truth won't bend. Water and food where the road might end. Bug out bags by the door, stand tall, prepared for the fall. Yeah, prepared for it all. Generators hum, a comforting sound. Blackout nights when chaos surrounds. Seeds in jars, yeah, we're growing life. Homestead and strong in a time of strife. No high-tech wires, no web to roam. Resilience beats the world unknown. Hands in the soil, hearts in the fight. Staying ready every day, every night. Back to the bunker where the truth won't bend. Water and food where the road might end. Bug out bags by the door, stand tall, prepare for the fall. Yeah, prepare for it all. Back through the bunker where the truth won't bend. Water and food where the road might end. Bug out bags by the door, stand tall, prepare for the fall. Yeah, prepare for it all. Prepare for it all. When central power rules the game, when thoughts controlled in freedom's name, when the governed lose to government might, tell me who's got the wrong kind of Reich. He builds his cars, he mines the stars. No gulags for critics, no bureaucratic charge, no youth brigades chanting his name. Yet somehow he's taken all the blame. 1933 Berlin, the Reichstag burned. Bring up race, grab control, lessons aren't learned. When thought gets...
All right, and good morning, everybody. How is my sound today? Notice a big difference? Ooh. Somebody give me a 5x5, too loud, too high, something, and we should move on. So, we're operating on a 38-second delay. Why? I don't know. That's just what's happening on the YouTubes. All right. If you see me drinking out of this, that's because I'm still drinking water, guys. I'm still drinking water. I'm wondering if coffee has not been slowing me down in the mornings. So I'm doing a little experiment to try and see if basically my love for coffee has been killing me slowly. Just right. Oh, I love that row. I like you. Groovy. 410 all day. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to go to the chat here real quick. And alrighty then. First, only 16 hours early. Not bad. Pilgrim. Number 2, Rose, you are deterred. Let's see. Alrighty then. His comment, he's like checking in 5 hours later. Let's see. We got West Virginia Pappy. We got Catitude. We got Debbie. Bob Peta. Lazy is in the house. We got Bradley Collins, Ian, My Second Life. My chat was completely missing yesterday. Does that mean I'm muted? No, My Second Life. I don't know what that means. I don't mute people. I put people in timeout, but that shouldn't do anything to their chat. And you've never been a bad boy, so the answer is no. That's clearly a YouTube thing, probably on your phone, something like that. All right, let's see. Ian's in the house. We got Oops showing up. Oops is reminding me. I gotta pop this. I gotta pop this chat up. Where's this? Oh, I'm so bad at this sometimes. Pop out chat and go to live chat. Right now I'm operating because of the way we're doing the live stream today, guys. We're going to be slightly discombobulated because of the we're going to be using another screen. We're going to be using another screen today to talk to you about some planning tools that I'm bringing to market for you guys. Let's see here. We got Bradley, Ian, Oops, 420 all day. There you go. Dog Water Tactical. Hey, yo. Let's see. Light Raider showed up. What do we got here? Everybody's telling me I'm 5. Not a sponsor. Showed up. Good. Not a sponsor to you. If you guys don't know, he's got a YouTube channel. Check him out. It's all one word. Let's see here. Who else do we got in here? Annie G showed up. Good to go. And I think I've never been a bad boy. I'm a girl. Well, that would explain it then. That would explain it then. Okay, so I've brought you all here today under the guise of surviving the nuclear winter, um, because that's the name of a product that we're starting to bring to market. I honestly think it can be better, but there are some modules of it that are very good, that are very good. And one of the things that, yeah, I just got my notification 10 minutes in. Nice. So, um, I kind of talked about this yesterday with the members only. If you guys didn't know this, I make videos for members only, and it's obviously just for the members. If you're not a member, the way you do that is you go down below and you find the membership link and you join as a member. Become a Doomsday Prepper, and you'll get all of the stuffs. No, this, that, or the other things. You just get everything. You just get everything when you become a Doomsday Prepper, and that's not even the top level. Ha! Okay, so. One of the things that I've been noticing, so I ask you guys questions all the time, and you guys kind of figured out that I kind of go at it as like a instructor slash teacher slash mentor um, uh, attitude, where I'm asking the questions that I already have the answers to, or I believe I already have the answers to, in order to see what you're going to say. Okay. Um, and I do this because I want to know where you truly stand in your preparedness journey. I could turn this whole YouTube thing off today, and this whole thing would not affect me in any way, shape, or form. But it might affect you because you may be getting your information from some crazy ass sources. But one of the key things that I focus on, I would say it's probably on that pillar of success. One of the highest things that you can do, and that's planning. Now, with planning, did Tuck show up? Good morning, my friend. Good to see you. With planning, very few people actually do it. Matter of fact, let's find out. Let's find out. I'm going to while I'm putting in the poll question, okay? This is not a trick. While I'm putting in the poll question, I want you to put a 1 in the chat if you sat down on paper or digitally, like a spreadsheet or something like that, and you actually came up with a plan for your preparedness, logging your food. Do you have your gadgets? What's your plan to move? Is there bug out triggers? Things like that. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you've actually done this. Put a 0 in the chat if you have not done this. Only honest answers count. While you're doing that, I'm going to put today's poll question in there. Let's see here. So we're going to use that 38 seconds that YouTube is kind of, I don't know, like screwing up or something. I guess that's the word. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. We're going to use that 38 seconds where YouTube is screwing up for you to answer that question and for me to supply you with the poll question. Because, we can't have a live stream without a poll. All right, let's see here. I really wish I had someone else to do this. I wish I had like a crew of like 5 people so I could just focus on talking to you about preparedness stuff. All right, so we're going to start the poll. All right, so the poll's in. Don't worry about the poll yet. I just want to look at the numbers. I've got some zeros and I've got some ones. I got a point 0.5, okay? And I don't think that's everybody, is it? It says there's 17 people in here. I'm still waiting. It's really easy. It's really easy to put a single digit number into the chat. It really is. So go ahead and reach down, grab what you got, give it a tug real quick, and put a number in the chat that is representative of your preparedness planning process. All right, let's see here. LP needs a Jamie like Joe Rogan. Oh God, no. Yes, I need a Jamie so bad. I need a Jamie so bad. Rose says it's a work in progress. Make notes and changes at least weekly. Well, it's you've got a process, okay, and that's fine, okay. So I've been working with this company called Survive Nuclear Winter. Okay, that was the thumbnail. I just threw it out there, and they've come up with some planning tools. Okay, that I want to share with you guys. I'm going to partner up with these guys. Yes, I make a couple of cents every time they sell one. Actually, I probably make a little bit more every time they sell one than average. Okay, so it's there's a possibility that LP might actually afford a freaking new computer one day that doesn't make noises when you use it. Did you guys know computers can make noises when you use it? It's like, oh no, don't push that button. Ah. That's what the command center computer sounds like whenever I do something with it. I almost feel like I need to be like someone needs to call the police on me because it sounds so bad. It sounds so bad. Um, but with that said, there's a lot of companies out there that are like, hey, buy this book or hey, buy these spreadsheets. And then I go look at them because there's actually ways to get to them without paying for them. And they're literally like copy and paste. Also, I don't think that they're adjustable. They don't make them so that they're adjustable. And I think that a lot of times if you've sat down and like played with a spreadsheet and like tried to like do something with a spreadsheet to just track your food, okay? Put a one in the chat for me. Just put a one in the chat for me because I'm kind of curious. Because I think at some point all preppers like sit down and like I need to figure out a way to know what I have, how long it's going to last, to like log it in. I think there's something that drives us deep down in our guts to like know more than oh my the god, look at all my shiny cans on the shelves. I'm so happy because I'm so prepared. But it is something. Let's see here. Dog Water Tactical says I recently became single, so no preps yet. Don't screw around, Dog Water Tactical. Utilize my 6 can method. I will tell it to you right now for free. Every time you go to the store, I don't care if you're buying a pack of cigarettes, if you need some condoms, if you're buying gummy bears, I don't care if you've got a cookie, you need a cookie. I don't care. I don't care if you're going to like buy an energy drink or you need whatever, okay? If you go to a store that sells food, buy 6 cans of something. In 1 month, watch what happens. It will add up so fast. You'll be like, what did I just do? How did this happen? I really like it. Okay. All right, let's see here. Watching from People's Republic of Michigan, Cuck V showed up. All right, so we've got people that have tried to use the like used a spreadsheet. West Virginia Pappy says using the old school notebook, and you know what? Like I said, those things actually work. Kind of. But what I'm going to introduce you to you guys today is something a little bit more advanced. But in the end, they're basically spreadsheets. Okay. But what they do is they actually like calculate the where, the when, and the withal. Okay. Dude on dude roars. Well, it happens. What are you going to do, right? Stay safe, 420. Stay safe, my friend. Got it. That's a good idea. Okay, cool. Appreciate you. Let me know how it works out for you. Let me how it works out for you. But it becomes muscle memory after a certain point, dog water tactical. But I'm telling you, it does work. I have rooms full of food because of that, using that technique. Right. Okay. So with that said, with no further ado, you know what? Also, it is Thursday. And while let me do this. It's Thursday. Let's see here. Pick this, and we're gonna pick 5, and that's there we go. And you know what? happens. All right. All right. So got to pay for that new computer. Just started a new goal. You guys know what happens. And we'll see where we end up. We'll see where the day takes us. Sometimes I think you guys want me to look stupid, so you just boom, 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 and it's done. But we'll find out. Okay, so I'm going to push this button over here. Hopefully, it's still working. I did test it last night, and I did test it this morning. So we're going to find out. We're going to find out. All right, let's see here. Watch the screen. And yes, Tuck V, thank you for telling everybody. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It does draw more people in here. We can get learning activated. All right, let's see. Make sure that screen actually touched over. It looks like everything is operating. The only thing is we may not see. You guys are gonna have to. I'll have to keep an eye on the chat, but I don't think I have like the dinger dinger thing on here that alerts me with sound and signal that you have donated. So let's see. We're gonna push this over right here. Man, this thing's fan is really running hard. I must be really pushing some buttons here. I must be really pushing this thing. Okay, so guys, this is actually the front page to it. It's called Survive Nuclear Winter. I've got to preface what we're going to do with I like 95% of it, but I am going to talk to the developer of it to come up with a better way to track food because I don't like the way it tracks food. I think it's, but we're going to cover that. We'll cover that. Looks like Ian just did something, and we're getting notifications. It's so broken. It's notification. It's just filled the whole screen up. Everybody, make sure you give Ian a like. Let's see here. You man! Exclamation point. There we go. All right. So we are 1/5 the way to craziness. All right. So, like I said, this is actually the cover screen. This is the front screen, and this right here. Don't worry about that. That thing only kind of works a little bit. It's more designed to get you to give them your email address than anything else, and then you'll get emails from them forever. Now, the focus of good morning, Loretta. Now, so you know, I don't really like, I'll be honest with you, I don't like the Survive Nuclear Winter. I think what he basically did was he kind of like started with one thing and it turned into something else because there's multiple spreadsheets that cover multiple different things. That way you don't have to buy like one and then another. And you know what I'm saying? You could actually buy like an entire packet. Okay. And it's actually reasonably priced for the work that's put into this. Cause I used to do this for, I used to do this for a living, kind of. I made money making spreadsheets for different companies, and I know the level of work that goes into what is produced here. That's why I'm kind of interested in it. So, with that said, we're going to go ahead and just click right off of that. Like I said, this is the opening page, and basically, you know, it's he's got things in each one of the spreadsheets that are specific to that thing that you're working towards. Okay. And I know that sounds kind of vague. All right. So let's to give you an idea. So the unthinkable to come. All right. So the nuclear war. You know, 1,2 megaton warheads devastate the northern hemisphere, leaving Europe, Asia, and North America in ruin. The blast sites and the millions of tons of smoke and ash into the stratosphere, blotting out the sun. Every human on Earth is effective. Step one. You and your family have survived the nuclear attack, but you're now in unknown territory. You must find a safe haven, defend against lawless marauders, and grow food from or without sunlight. Step two. For the next decade, survival will seemingly be a daily struggle with no certain outcome. You will see, will you ever see sunlight again? And so what he's basically done is he's created these spreadsheets, okay, that yes, you can purchase. Yes, I do make a little bit of money off of, but he's got them broken down, and there's actually 5 or 6 of them, but I only want to talk about the ones that I actually like. So this one right here, and here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. If it's a game, if it's something that you don't like, if you don't, okay, so they only work properly in Google Chrome. All right. And so if you don't use that, I understand it, but these things they only work that way. They're designed for it. I tried using them offline. They do work to an extent, but then they start to go really, really wonky. All right. So in the very first one, this one is the ultimate winter nuclear winter survival checklist, which is what we started with, right? It's what we started with. And so, and it actually is how to use this plan. He's like, no guarantees. There's a disclaimer. He's not responsible for any cost losses or anything. We've got usage restrictions on the template. It's a Google Sheets compatibility issue, and there is no affiliation, and because they're not affiliated with Google, and he's offering no refunds. So there actually is videos that you can watch that explain how these things work, but I'm going to show you today, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. And then this is basically like how to use it, the tabs, frequently asked questions. The guy really, really put a lot of work into making sure can't pull it off with this equipment. Well, if you have a Google account, then you can talk. You can. Because that means that you have access to Google Sheets, which is compatible with your crappy equipment. Your words, not mine. Okay, cheap. You said cheap. Okay, so with that said, there's tabs at the bottom of them, and we're going to go to the dashboard. So I don't know if you, hopefully you guys can see my finger. Can you see my finger? All right, I'd like to change my icon to like a middle finger. All right, so you've got your dashboard, and right now the numbers are all kind of wonky a little bit. This is the main dashboard that links to all the sheets, all right? So right now you've got costs up here, you've got total weight, how many things weigh. The guy is from the UK, so everything's in kilograms. But oddly enough, a lot of food items are weighed in kilograms, if you didn't know that. Nuke Fallout, always a funny conversation. Hey, what's up, Pilgrim? Pilgrim, there you go. All right, then you've got this is your 24-hour kit, then you've got your 48-hour kit, then you've got your 72-hour kit, then you've got your 2-week survival kit, you got a 1-month survival kit, and then you have the 1-year survival kit, okay? And once again, there's test numbers that are in this spreadsheet. That's why it says all these numbers on the side. But it's giving you an idea of like where you're at, okay? So if we come over here, you've got contents. This is actually what's inside of it, and you can jump right to a specific portion. But I'd rather show that to you than actually like start clicking through all these different little portions, because we've only got an hour and we're almost halfway through it right now. All right, so you've got the ultimate checklist. All right, and so this is the checklist. Basically, do you have this stuff? Okay. And you can literally go down this. Once you get your spreadsheet, you can literally go down this and just start clicking things and start, yes, I've got this, I've got that. And you notice how some of the variables are starting to change right before your eyes. So we're going to go and click all of these. All right. And then what we're going to do is let's go back to the dashboard. And we go back to the dashboard, we're going to find out that some of our numbers have changed. All right. So right now on the 2-week survival kit, our numbers have changed over here. Okay. And then where are we at here? The ultimate checklist. And because the ultimate checklist is based off of just true and false answers, okay, you can actually go to the other checklist and change the variables, and that will eventually change all the numbers on your main sheet. Now, this is really, really simple to do, because what you can do is it's like, okay, so composting bin, waste management, yes, I have this, but yes, I have it all the way across. So you can literally do this so that you know how far out you can actually go. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Bullseye Ben, good to see you, bro. And you can do this for all. You can do this for all of these, where you're actually starting to see all the way across the board how things are going to change. Now, if you go back to your dashboard, you're going to see that now the numbers have changed again. You see what I'm saying? And so once again, that was the wrong one. There we go. Ultimate checklist. So just so you know, and then what I really liked about it is that he's actually put in, the the important considerations. Okay, like why do you really need this? Okay, and then the key benefits, and then you can actually do the estimated weight and the estimated cost right here without changing any of the micro screen tabs. Okay. All right. So that's enough on the ultimate checklist. Let's go to our 24-hour checklist. And then we can literally just sit here and like, okay, 1 liter plastic water bottle. We got thermal blankets, rechargeable headlamps, waterproof jacket, UV blocking sunglasses. We got a multi-tool. We got a compass. We got we got topographical maps, a whistle, heavy duty backpack. Okay, we're good to go. And here's the thing is you can actually come in here and change like how many you have. All right. How much it weighs and how much it actually costs you. All right. So you can actually change these. Like, so let's say rechargeable headlamp. I'm going to go with that weight, but I'm going to say that the rechargeable headlamps that I bought were, they're like $55. And then we can change that. And we're going to say, okay. And then we're going to, there we go. And let's see here. No, where it is. Oh, I think I have to change this someplace else. I don't think I can change it right here because then it starts to mess with all the variables. I think I have to change it out on the main screen. Okay, so what we're looking at right now is if we go up to our 24-hour survival kit, right now, let's see, and I bet you there's other stuff checked too. Where are we at here? Where's my total? The total estimated cost is that right around that, but that's not where we are. Okay, we've actually only spent $350. All right, and our total weight is 6.9 kilograms, and we have 11 items. So you can see where these variables all start to change. And then when you go into it, like I said, I'm going to have to find out because honestly, I did not like the way that changed. So if I change that from 75 to 55 and it's going to give me an error, we're going to hit cancel. But that was the waterproof jacket. So I think if I go up to, where are we at? Ultimate contents. I bet I have to change it up here. Let's go control F. Where's it at? Did I do that right? Control F for find. Why is it not letting me find any? There it is. We'll just put jacket. Okay, and there's you think I should have picked something that was better. Okay, let's go there. Where's that waterproof? Say waterproof jacket is right here. And then if we come over here and we change the estimated cost to $55. Okay, so that stayed. And then if we come back over here to where we were in the 24-hour checklist, all right, and then you can see where it's changed to $55. So you literally don't have to go like from checklist to checklist to checklist. You can do it right inside of your ultimate checklist and then state how much it weighs and how much it costs in US dollars. Okay. These survival kits can break you. Seems like ones you recommend are lifesavers I try Bullseye Ben. I try. All right, so we're actually kind of not as deep as I want to be right now, but as you can see, so basically you've got we were working in the 24-hour kit, right? And then you've got the 48-hour kit, which we haven't done anything, 72-hour kit, the 2-week kit, the 1-month kit, and the 1-year kit. Okay. And so all those variables, you just got to go to the ultimate checklist and change those numbers here on the background. And it's really that easy. It's really that easy. The kit is, or these checklists are extremely thorough, almost to the point where I'm like, I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need this. It's pretty crazy, but the end result is that dashboard eventually will change. Okay, so we're working in the 24-hour kit. Where are we at here? The 24-hour kit, and then so we actually you can see where all the variables have changed and where we are percentage wise. Okay, so I hopefully can you search cookies? No, can you search cookies? Yeah, sure, whatever, dude. Control F and cookies. There are no references to cookies on this spreadsheet. There. I hope you're happy. Okay, so you can actually purchase that as a standalone spreadsheet if you want. The links I've provided, and this one is the Ultimate Nuclear Winter Survival Checklist. That one right there, you can buy that. There's actually a link in the description to buy all these things. So we're going to go ahead and move on. But before we do that, I do need to pay a few bills, guys. I do need to pay a few bills. So if you love your country and not your government, if you love your country, put a one in the chat. Erica, I'm drinking out of my coffee cup because it looks like I'm drinking coffee, but I'm not. I'm talking some smack. I'm educating you. I'm getting you pointed in the right direction, and now I'm going to pay some bills. All right, guys. So I picked vegan cookies. Thank you for the 99 cents. So I picked Refuge Medical again because they're the best. They're the best medical company on the planet. It's that easy. It's that easy. They're doing some unbelievable training. It's super expensive though. It's almost $3,000. You can sign up for that if you want to, but you might want to go watch their live from this morning. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. If I had 3 grand, I'd probably spend the money. Not a joke. All right, so here's what I'm doing. I'm talking about Refuge Medical today because I got an email from them last night. Where is it at? Where is it at? And it's titled "Will You Be Ready?" Basically, summer's coming. Will you be ready? Trails, hikes, road trips, adventures—they're all part of the summertime. You should be doing these things, right? But, most people go out there and they think they're prepared and they're not. So they are still selling the Trailblazer and hydration set. Guys, this is an awesome, awesome deal. It's just a little bit of everything inside of it. Let's see here. I have the list. It actually comes with a Schlishman's wrap. If you didn't know what that is, that's actually a tourniquet of a different kind. Compressed gauze, liquid skin, Steri-strips, 2-inch rolled gauze, splinter out, moleskin, 3x3 gauze pads, number 2 cohesive wrap, duct tape, like I pronounce that, duct tape, gloves, Band-Aid bag, OTC meds, and some wipes. And don't forget about the Nalgene bottle that they're giving to you. If you didn't know that, Nalgene bottles are kind of expensive. And some oral rehydration salts. Guys, this kit is lightweight, adventure ready, built for bites, scrapes, and dehydration, and more. Highly recommend that you get your ass over there to Refuge Medical .com and buy yourself some stuff. Now, here's the kicker. Do not use my code. Do not use my code because it won't save you as much money. If you use the code TRAIL, TRAIL, that word, TRAIL. If you use code TRAIL, you'll save even more. It looks like you're gonna save $50 if you use the code TRAIL. So go there and do that now. I'm trying to figure out which button to push. That's the one. Okay, so we've got all that knocked out. We've got all that knocked out. Let's see here. Vegan cookies, good reviews. Is there a members live tonight? That's the only reason he came here, just to find that out so he could leave. I'm not telling you, man. I'm not telling you to the very end. No, unfortunately, there's not. I have a family dinner I have to go to. I was going to put it in the Discord this morning, but I was kind of waiting for everybody to wake the hell up first. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the case. That's what's happening. All right, so yes, there is no members live tonight. We're gonna have to figure something out. Maybe we'll have one this weekend. Let's see here. Let's see here. Schlesman's TQs are great. They work on children and dogs too. Yes, absolutely. That's why I have one in my kit. Don't push the red button. Nah, these are all clear, bro. Red buttons suck. Believe it or not, there's actually a true story. When I was on, I won't even say the name of the ship, USS Guam. There was a button that was in the hallway heading to the chow hall, and it was a giant red button, and there was a placard above it that said, "If you don't know anything about the Navy, they love to make placards and then stick them to things." And it said, "Do not push." So I can't make it up. What's up, Cindy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, so going back to the screen there, we just got done with the Ultimate Nuclear Winter Survival Checklist. The next one I want to talk to you guys about is the Crisis Crew Planner. We often talk about having groups of people that are going to help us. Are going to be part of our mutual assistance group, our MAG, or just our neighborhood watch, something like that. As usual, this checklist actually has the same instructional guidelines. It's only a Google Sheets, the crew roster, crew training, crew setup, things like that. And then it's ran by the tabs. So this is the front sheet. Just kind of tells you, hey, this is who I am. This is what I'm doing. So looking at the crew roster. So your crew roster is something that it's kind of important to do. Let's see here. We're just gonna put LP, and then we're going to assigned. I'm sorry. That's overall good guy. All right, and then we're going to so now you see the the total crew just changed to 6 guys. And we're gonna go LP, and then we're gonna go super nut. If you weren't in the military, you don't know what that is. And we're gonna make him train. We're gonna put him in training, and he's active as of what's a good day? What's a good day? What's today's date? 5/22/2025. And then we're gonna his skill set. He knows everything. He knows everything. And I think you guys can see why did I do that? Knows everything. Left. There we go. All right. So, and then obviously you've got his preparedness role, the fallout shelter role, assigned equipment, assigned date. And basically, this is how you track your crew, like who is actually paying attention to what is going on. You know what I'm saying? And do they fit all of the roles? Okay, because believe it or not, there are actually some roles that need to be defined, that absolutely need to be defined. So we come on over to crew training. Uh, I would love to see this actually transfer over automatically, but apparently it does not. So, crew training, we'll have to ask him to fix that. We're not going to copy and paste anything because I still have 3 other spreadsheets to go through with you guys. We've got the crew training log, and this is where we just like have they gone through the training that we want them to go through. This is very similar to if you became part of a CERT program, and it's kind of set up beyond that too. Then you've got crew meetups. If there was actually a meetup like tactical response and leaderships, we went to Safe House Alpha, and do we need to follow up? No, we do not. And then the minutes, things like that. I think that this spreadsheet could be improved. And then you've got crew recruitment. From time to time, you're going to run up against somebody. Maybe you want to take mental note of him. You can actually see where he's been approved, he's to be determined, or rejected. Maybe you needed to do a background check or a pending interview. And then you've got the ultimate crew list. All right. And this is like, so the 6 essentials. All right. So it's starting with this one right here. You have your commander technician, you have your second in command, you have a medic, you have a craftsman, you have a field cook, and you have a quartermaster. All right. And then coordination, operations control, morale officer, training specialist, diplomat, historian, logistics planner, conflict. You can like click all these boxes to find out like, hey, I have the people. Who am I literally looking for? You know what I'm saying? You can actually very quickly help you decide who you're going to look. Kentucky Sustainable Living. What's up, Jess? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Let's see here. Matter of fact, you got that coming up, man. Put the dates in there. I don't have time to do it right now. Put the dates in the chat for KSP, or I'm sorry, KS. I don't know why I always called it KSP. But Kentucky Sustainable Living and Homesteading and Preparedness Festival. So many freaking words. So many freaking words. It's too late to go back. All right, so put the dates in there for me, man, so everybody knows when you got that stuff going on. Then everybody else can kind of Google it later when they get their stuff up. All right, so we come off the crew list, and then how to hire. So then actually, like how you go through the process of getting people into your organization. Okay. Define your crew needs, find potential candidates, vet the candidates and reliability, an onboarding process, integrate and monitor, and then contingency planning. So it's pretty crazy. He's actually got like the process. Okay. Like we go with find potential candidates, trusted friends, survivalists, military, law enforcement, outdoor enthusiasts, ham operators, self-defense, firearms training, local emergency preparedness groups. You know what I'm saying? Like where will we do this? And define your crew's needs. Go to tab, click. Oh, look, there it is. Their needs. That's crazy how that works. That's crazy how that works. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. That one was Crisis Crew Planner and Survival Role Toolkit. The next one we're going to look at is I like it, but I don't like it. I really need to talk to the guy who has designed this, because I think that there's a better way to do it. Now, what on the front page, what it is showing you is your food stockpile and uh, this is your depletion date, and this is your, or I'm sorry, your essential supply depletion date and your total supply depletion date. So you can actually like put everything into the spreadsheet, and it will tell you um, cost 200 bottle caps to join. I don't know what that is, but no, no, it does no bottle caps and no $200. Um, let's see here. Your water stockpile, which should probably be on the top, your medical stockpile, your fuel stockpile, and your barter stockpile. So you can literally go to this and like for food, it's really designed to be a 10-year. Like if you were planning to um uh like build like, hey, I just got into some money, and I want to build a 10-year stockpile. This thing would be great. This thing would be absolutely great because then you could put everything you wanted to have inside of it. And then one of the things that I like about it is you've got your there we go, essential and nice to have. All right. And then it will literally start to tell you how many days that you have based off of you buying this stuff, um, that you can do. And then unfortunately, what it doesn't do is it doesn't do the calorie stuff, which is what I would like to see. Okay. Because once that happened, then you can actually start to really define stuff. This is really more about building like um a 10-year, not a joke, like large bulk item stuff. Like if you bought nothing but like freeze dried food and you calculated it all out and then you put it into the spreadsheet, it would tell you basically 10 years. Okay. Or basically how long it's going to last. And then you would know, like, my goal is 10 years, but now based off of what I have inside the spreadsheet, it's only 100 days. It's only 100 days. Uh, stockpile rationing. It's vegan cookie. Is that $10? What I liked about this one was it has a barter tab on it. So you could literally like have items that you're identifying strictly for bartering. Okay. And obviously, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, but it's not. I just really got that the guy was trying to figure it out. Um, that he actually put a barter tab on here. All right, and that is the 10-year survival stockpile inventory tracker. So if you want to build 10 years worth of stores, then this spreadsheet is the one that's going to help you out. All right, then the next one is the one that I harp on a lot is family communication and evacuation planner. Now, obviously, you're going to put your contact name inside there, and then whether if you have hard copies of the passport, if you have hard copies of the drivers, maybe a link to an electronic version. I'm going to have him change this because what I would like to see him do is change this. So, like, if I go to like vehicle license electronic, it just goes to an empty URL, right? What I would like to see him do, no, that's not right. I want to go there. Oh, no, that's not it. Vehicle license. What do we do? Control Z. There we go. So we click on that, and then this would go to some place that you had that driver's license, which I think he designed this so that it would be online. What I would like him to do is design it so that can actually reach to pictures on your computer, and then you would actually have that digital picture of that particular thing. Social security card, birth certificate, marriage license. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. It's pretty crazy the level of detail that could be applied here. That could be applied here. All right, and then that one is actually called the Family Communication and Evacuation Planner. Like I said, this one I'm going to talk to him and have him make it so that it points to, not only could it be pointed to a URL. I think the general idea is that you would upload that into the cloud, and then you could point this to that particular picture, and then so you would have instant access to it. All right, and then let's see here. Copy of this one was very interesting. Okay, this one is very interesting. Okay, because it talks specifically. We're kind of coming wrapping right back around now. It talks specifically about nuclear war, and it's called the Nuclear War Priority Action Checklists. And it's kind of like a checklist of like what to do. Obviously, the first thing is all the disclaimers and so on and so forth. It's just information. All right. So if we go to the stay or go decision making chart, remember, get inside, stay tuned. What makes a good nuclear strike shelter? A basement or underground space. Settled in the middle of the shelter. Once inside, close and lock the doors. Stay inside for 48 hours. And I'm paraphrasing all of these things, but I really do like that he has this go no go criteria. Do you have immediate access to shelter? Yes, I do. Stay there. Conduct radiation treatment protocol if necessary. See next tab. Oh my God, we have a radiation protocol. That's pretty interesting. No, I do not. Proceed to question 2. Okay. Question 2, is your shelter structurally sound? Yes. Proceed to question 3. Are radiation levels outside dangerous? Yes. Stay inside, sealed doors, windows. It's this progression chain that gets you all the way down into a safe place. And I really, really like it. I really, really like it. So if we go to the priority action checklist, it's literally like immediate 0 hours. And this would be like, oh, the alerts just came on the TV kind of stuff, and then so we're going to shelter immediately, radiation treatment protocol if necessary, tune to the emergency broadcast, communicate with family and neighbors, gather essentials, turn off HVAC systems, seal and lock all windows and doors. You know what I'm saying? The checklist is pretty comprehensive. And it goes out to 24 hours. Basically, if you felt as if like things were super duper imminent, maybe you need to inspect your shelter, plan for an extended sheltering, reestablish comms with external contacts, construct additional barricades, conduct group health checks, organize sanitation process, rotate roles within the group. It's pretty detailed. I was very surprised as to and it's even got like how to do it, materials needed, why it's important, and he's even got some notes over there. All right, so and then we've got the priority gear grab checklist. Um, Basically stuff to grab. Obviously, it's by high, medium, and low priority. Cell phone, bottled water, first aid, flash. This is kind of like if you've got a 5-minute warning. This is if you got a 15-minute warning. This is if you have a 30-minute warning. And the thing is it's all like the first one is all items in the 15-minute warning, all items in the 5-minute warning. So he's the guy who built this is pretty meticulous as far as this planning goes. And then what I really liked was the radiation treatment protocol. Uh, this is a cool app. How do we get it? There is a link in the description for all of these. That's why I'm naming them out 1 and 0. We're currently on Nuclear War Priority Action Checklist. Let me make sure. Let me make sure there's a link in the description. I keep saying it, but yes, there is a link in the description. Let's see here. 10-year nuclear war priority. There you go. So there's a link in the description for all of these spreadsheets. All right. So the radiation treatment protocol, take potassium iodine. And we all know that, whatever. You know what the dosage is. You know what I'm saying? Adult, children, infant, pregnant women, timing. How often do you do it? Remove contaminated clothing, decontaminate skin, avoid contaminated food and water, monitoring and symptom management in 1 to 24 hours after exposure. There's the list. Long-term care, 24 hours, 2 weeks after exposure. There's the care. Radiation dosage guides. All right, like what do you think if you've got one of those dose meters? What do you think is what can you expect at 0 to 200 of MSV? And nausea, fatigue, mild blood cell changes. You won't know what blood cell changes are, but you'll definitely know about nausea and fatigue. 200 to 500, vomiting, fever, increased infection risks. You know, so and then different things like radiation decontaminated tips. Only consume food stored in containers. Rinse fresh produce thoroughly with clean water, and then water. Boil for at least 1 minute if radiation contamination is not suspected. Use a water filter certified for radioactive particle removal. You have a filter. If you've got a filter that's certified for radioaction particle removal, put it in the chat. I have one. I have one. Yeah. Believe it or not, you can buy one at Walmart, but that's for another live stream. I only tell that stuff to my members. So if you're not a member, I don't know what to tell you. And this one is and that was, well, we have another tab here, radiation level monitoring. They actually give you a sheet to monitor the radiation levels by person. I put myself in there. What am I going to put in here? I'm going to put vegan cookies. I'm just going to put vegan cookies. Now he has his own protocol for radiation monitor, and then it just kind of goes out. Looks like it goes up to 12 people. So if you've got to monitor 12 people, yes, $59 for all of the spreadsheets for every single one of them. But I do not recommend, I mean, you're going to save money if you do it that way, but I do not recommend that you buy the food one unless you like it. Okay, I'm not super happy with it. But like I said, I've got to talk to the developer and have him make some changes. All right, all right. So that's the product that we're bringing to market, and hopefully you guys liked it. If you've got some valid ideas, do me a favor. You can reach me at contactlocalprepper@gmail.com, and I will see about factoring in any cool ideas that you have when I talk to the developer. And then we're going to go from there. We're going to go from there. So all right, let's see here. Let's go back to the chat level. Let's see if that actually populates properly. I don't know if it will or not. And looks like it did. It looks like it populated. It populated properly. It populated properly. All right. So I'm going to be looking at the chat. And you know what I haven't looked at? I have not looked at the Devil Dog Prepper. Good to see you, bro. I have not looked at the where we at? The poll. So the poll question is, why don't some preppers plan? 36% believe it's a lack of time to prepare. That is bull. That is bull. If you play video games, if you watch TV, you know what I'm saying? It's like I never have time to do it. That is bull. 27% believe chaos is inevitable. Well, you're right. Chaos is inevitable. That's why we planned, and that's why you need a plan. 18% say overwhelmed by planning tools. Hopefully, this tool that we're bringing to market is something that is going to be able to take that overwhelming feeling away from me. It's just a simple spreadsheet that some really smart guy put together for you. And then trust instincts over plans. Ah, ah. I don't have anything positive to say about the people who answered yes to that. But all I can say is I wish you the best of luck, because the bottom line is that we're bringing this product to market because you have to have a plan. You have to have a plan. It needs to be written down. It needs to be evaluated, because you can never find holes in your plan unless you actually write a plan and then execute, and then find the holes in your plan and then revise, update, and reactivate your plan. It's a process. Okay. And if you're going by your gut, well, right around the time you run out of dried beans and sharp knives, you're going to wish you did have a plan. Okay, guys, let's see here. Looks like we did not make our goal today, and that is a-okay. Let's see here. Annie G says, I've been using Food Storage Mom's website for years. They have lots of info and have printed out lists to keep tabs on preps, constantly changing them. I like the look of these apps. Yes, Annie G, I have looked at Food Storage Mom's website many times. She does have some really good products, but I don't think that. I think she has good products. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to say anything bad about her. So Pilgrim says everyone has a plan until they're punched in the face. Mike Tyson. Exactly. Exactly. You know, if I get punched in the face, I'm gonna look at my plan. What am I doing? Punched in face. Activate anti-punch in face program. Let's see here. Okay, so I think that we are up to speed on the chat as well as the poll. We have reached our Miko, good morning. Just showing up at the very end of the live stream. At the very end of the live stream. Okay, guys, I want to thank you for hanging out with me. I will be in the members Discord directly after this. If you've got any questions, you have any ideas, that kind of thing, let me know. To the rest of you, stay safe. Have a great day, and I shall see you when I see you. Bye bye. Oh, you're still here? Why would that be? You didn't get it done, guys. You didn't get it done. You don't deserve this. Later.